cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I was with you.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge-ito you're not finna get in nobody's college-ito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cracking this thing, cracking this thing. We're finna jump right into this content here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, man. Bricc Baby has been tricked into doing 10 years. The feds said they was gonna come in and offer him 5. They said, oh yeah, by the way, you gotta admit to doing this flammery skullduggery with the FEMA check. You know, Bricc Baby might have did a little bit of a scammy whammy, but when he admitted to doing a scammy whammy, they said we ain't gonna charge you with it, but they gave him the points. In the federal penitentiary system, every crime that you commit as an adult will be used as points against you when you get into that federal penitentiary system. And Bricc Baby is looking career criminal-ish by having a plethora of charges in his track record, and there's a lot of room for the feds to kind of play with him and play with his sentencing. Now, he thought that he was signing for 5 years. Maybe he had a public defender, maybe he had a lawyer that wasn't paying too much attention, but either way it go, man, it's not actually 5 years that Bricc Baby was signed to. He said that they would give him 5 years, but then they also said that they reserved the right to add on more time should they ever feel necessary if other things was brought up. Now, in the plea agreement, when he was given his 5 years, he had to admit to a bunch of other things, and admitting to those other things is now being used against him because those other things it's pretty much finna wash Bricc Baby up for another 5 years, making a total of 10. It's crazy because he went into it thinking that if I admit to this and I cop to this, I'll only get 5. And they told him, yeah, we appreciate your admittance of guilt. We finna go ahead and tack this on with you as well. Now, it's ugly, it's tricky, it's Mickey, it's Vicky, it's sticky, but we do know that Bricc Baby was caught with, you know, a bunch of flammery, skullduggery, and larceny weapons. Know that he was using those weapons in commissions of crimes. And then you have the threats against his child mother that was intercepted on a wiretap, as well as parking lot shootings and all kind of things like that Bricc is being charged with. It's ugly, it's tricky, it's Mickey, it's Vicky, it's sticky, but at the same time too, it's what the situation calls for when you are outside committing crime. So we finna go ahead and jump into this Trap News Network. Quick news break brought to you by TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, right down to the left. You know the rest. We're finna get into this content. Let's go.
One who do their homework. The Fed says, hey, Bricc, if you look at your plea agreement, you pled guilty to count 2. Felon in possession of firearms and ammunition in violation of, the 18 U.S.C. And you admit to certain additional relevant conduct. Even though we dismiss count 1 and the FEMA fraud charges, we agree not to prosecute you for them. Well, sir, you, in your plea deal, you agreed to admit additional relevant conduct. So even though you were not prosecuted for it, you still admitted to your parts in count 1 and the FEMA fraud. And because you admitted to it and you agreed as relevant conduct, well, we can factor that in on your base offense level. They says, right, you admitted to certain additional relevant conduct, including his count 1 conduct and uncharged FEMA fraud. In exchange, the government agreed, among other things, to move to dismiss count 1 as sentencing and not to further prosecute defendant for the fraud-related conduct. The government did not agree, however, to recommend any particular sentence. Document in paragraph 12, we stated that defendant and the USAO reserved the right to argue that additional specific offense characteristics, adjustments, and departure under the sentencing guidelines are appropriate. Paragraph 12 also contained a carve-out stating that the base offense level could be increased if defendant is a career offender or an armed career criminal or if defendant has additional prior convictions for either a crime of violence or a controlled substance offense under blank, 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 blank. If defendant's base level is so altered, defendant and the USAO would not be bound by the base offense level agreed to above. Bricc Baby, yeah, we have no objection to doing the pre-plea report if you wanted. Although, unfortunately, like, we don't know how long that would take. And if you're trying to get this over with and sentence as fast as possible, then, the pre-plea report might get in the way of that. They even laid it even more thick on Bricc Baby. They said, listen, all right, we have to list in the sentencing guidelines that you are a career offender. But check this, they told Bricc Baby, I agree. I don't think he's a career offender. We just have to include that in the plea agreement so that he's advised his guidelines theoretically could defer in that situation, right? It could, theoretically change, but everything can theoretically change. That's just mumbo jumbo. It means nothing. Don't even worry about it. Nobody thinks Bricc Baby is a career offender. That's what they're telling Bricc Baby to get him.
Protest the ass, man. We on the ass, protest the ass at our best. You know that, man. Off the air. You know what I'm saying? We out here, ground zero for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continue. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, man. Trap knows. You know that, nigga.
Can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you get saved. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you get saved. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Niggas hella fake, I know we're enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you get saved. Water like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you get saved. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.